when most people talk to me, they surprised to see, after all these years of being in prison for a crime I didn't commit, that I still have my sanity. And I'm always asked, how? And it's a lot of things. But what helped me the most is writing. Because when I write, I'm free. I write poems, music, plays, greeting cards. I wrote books. And I just finished my second movie after my first movie script titled Stand Up, based on the Black Lives Matter movement.
Now, I want to sit here and say that I've been strong during the whole bid, but I wasn't. There are times that I had thoughts of suicide. There are times that I've been on sight watch, been on sight meds. There are times that I hurt people and had people try to hurt me. There are times that I had to sleep with a knife because I didn't know whether I was going to live or die once the doors rolled in the morning. I spent over a year in confinement in the cell because the administration felt like I couldn't function on the compound. My favorite uncle died while I was in here. I lost my daughter's mother, caused my parents to have to take over raising my daughter. I lost both of my grandparents. And to top it off, I lost my mother to cancer. Every motion I filed got denied. And I had got to the point where I just stopped filing, and they ain't accepted a life sentence. See, these were my weak moments, but for the most part, I was strong. Now, I had a few family and friends that helped me to cope, but what helped me to cope the most was my mother, Miss Debbie Tavares Hutchinson. She made the best lemon cake and shepherd pie that you would ever taste. She always wrote me encouraging letters, kept me on beat with my daughter and the fam, and laced me up with scriptures that I can hold on to. She compared me to one of the most powerful characters in the Bible, David, and she always made sure I had bread in my account. Always accept my call, always came to see me. And even though I was in blues, she never let me talk down on myself. She always made me feel like I was that dude. She passed away a few years ago, and that's the worst experience that I ever had. But God has blessed me with my wife, Naisha Rochelle Hutchinson, and in these days, she is my inspiration. She lifts me up when I'm feeling down, and she always pushes me to do better. The turning point in my life came when I was put in confinement at Hamilton CI. While going to trial, I was called by this officer and he began to ask me about my shoulder. Now back then, I used to get offended and angry when people asked me about my shoulder. So long story short, I got angry, he got angry, and I ended up in confinement. Now when I get in confinement, I'm still angry. And there's nothing in this room but a Bible. So I picked it up, and the strangest thing happened. I was trying to go to one passage, and the Bible fell on the bed and took me to Ecclesiastes. And the first scripture I seen was 7:9, which reads, "Don't be so quick in your spirit to be angry, because anger rests in the bosom of the stupid ones." I felt weird, because it felt like it was an invisible spirit in there with me, telling me that you in confinement because of your anger. That anger rests in the bosom of the stupid. How long you gonna be stupid? Now, bosom is a Hebrew word that means inner, or heart, or thoughts. I stayed in that cell for over 30 days by myself, and I read the Bible from front to back. And when I got out of confinement, I was a changed man with a changed mindset. I realized that I was angry at the system. I was angry at the officers. I was angry with life. But it wasn't the people outside of me who I needed to change. It was my own angry thoughts and my distorted mindset that I needed to change. When I got out of confinement, a book titled The Spirit of Man by Iyanla Vanzant fell in my lap. She took me to a whole nother level. She helped me to realize that my true essence is spiritual, and that my body is my temple, my vehicle that I use to see, hear, feel, taste, and touch on this physical realm. From there, I read other books like As a Man Think by James Allen, Living in the Light by Shakti Gawain, The Prosperity Bible, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, and many other great books. And I listen to great preachers like T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, Tony Evans, and I made sure I caught the first 5 minutes of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. These became my mentors, and they helped me to realize the power that God vested in me. Now, am I bitter about this time that I did? Of course not. In fact, I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. Because what I learned in here, I would have never learned out there in them streets. If I'd have stayed out there, I would have had money and material things, but what would I have done for my soul? In here, I lost those things, but I gained my soul. I filled it up with the riches of God. When we leave, we can't bring the money with us, but we can bring our soul, and that's priceless. One of my most favorite motivational speakers is Zig Ziglar. Now, Zig has passed away, but one of his most notable quotes is, "You are who you are and where you are by what you put in your mind." And in my case, it dawned on me that if I'm an innocent man incarcerated because I filled my mind up with incarceration, then I can be a free man by filling my mind up with freedom.
I've been in prison so long that sometimes I forget that I'm innocent. And that's probably because for years I've been fighting for my freedom as if I'm guilty. Now there are others who are incarcerated who are innocent like me. And most of us have two things in common. Our innocence have gone unnoticed and unsupported by society. Why did I share this story? For one, I wanted to hit home to not just the young men and women who out there in them streets lost like I was, but anyone who is ignorant to the power of what they think, feel, and speak. Whatever you do in life, as Kiera Henderson quoted, you are going to reap the fruits of what you sow. You sow with your mind, you sow with your energy. Think big, think powerful. No matter where you at in life, you winning, you special. But you gotta speak like it so that your conditions can get like it. For two, I wanted to hit home to all that our system has to do better. It's too many of us that's innocent sitting in prison like we're guilty. It's said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So every day I wake up, I step in faith that my innocence is already proven and I will be set free. Thank you for listening. May love, peace, and prosperity follow you all the days of your life. That's it right there.